Raiders Nation, Chris back again with more content. I told you guys I wasn't going to stop the content. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and comment so you can share your thoughts and I can see your thoughts. This video today is in regards to a new signing that the Raiders signed ahead of training camp, which started today. We were actually the first team to start training camp today. I'll get more into that in another video. But as far as this video, the Raiders signed Isaiah Zuber. If you guys are not familiar with Isaiah Zuber, that's okay because a lot of people aren't familiar with Isaiah Zuber, but I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a rundown for him so that you guys could just kind of get in touch with him, understand him a little bit. He's 25 years old, so very young, still very young. He spent the last 2 seasons, majority, with the, shockingly, New England Patriots. And shockingly, who's our head coach now? Josh McDaniels, who's come from the New England Patriots. So a player that he's very familiar with. He was undrafted out of 2022. Let me rephrase that. He was undrafted in 2020 out of Mississippi State. The reason why I think he went undrafted, to be honest with you, out of the 7 rounds is just because that was a weird year. 2020 was a weird year for everybody. I don't think they had like a lot of the benefits that a lot of the draftees before them and a lot of draftees recently had because in 2020 the whole landscape of America and the NFL changed. So a lot of stuff was restricted. I really don't think he had a solid opportunity to showcase his skills versus everybody else. But nonetheless, he still found his way in the NFL. After he got undrafted, he was signed by the New England Patriots, surprisingly. He was never really able to crack that roster. He bounced around practice squad to practice squad. But that his rookie year, though, he did have 4 catches for 50 yards. That was about it, though. That was sparingly throughout the year. And then after that, he tried out again for him in the offseason and in training camp, but he was eventually waived and didn't make the final cuts. But he was signed to the practice squad of the 49ers. Then he went to the Jets. Then he went to the Browns. And then he was pretty much out of the league after that because he didn't crack any of those rosters, like the 53-man roster. So he went in the 13th round of the USL draft where he played for the Houston Gamblers. And he had 5 touchdown receptions that year for that league. And then I really believe that was the opportunity that showcased his skills to where he got the opportunity now. And I'm sure he got a good connection with Josh McDaniels because he's the offensive player and Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator. So he joins a list of players that has joined us and joined Josh McDaniels again, along with Brandon Bolden, Jarrett Stidham, just to name a few former Patriot players. Now we can add Isaiah Zuber to that list. Do I think he's going to make the team? I think he got a real tough slate ahead of him. Anything can happen, especially in training camp. And then he's going to obviously get those reps in the preseason to showcase his skills. I really wished we didn't trade Bryn Forbes to the Falcons earlier this offseason. I was really a big fan of Bryn Forbes. A lot of people, if you know me, then you know that. But I think Isaiah Zuber could be a solid 4th, 5th, 6th receiver, special teamer. He could definitely be productive on the football field if given a chance. He's a big body receiver. He's only 25 years old. I'll say this. He's definitely going to be fresher than a lot of players because he ain't got so much tread on the tires like a lot of players have who consistently play every game, every year. Now, he will go through somewhat of a learning curve just because it's a different team, pretty much a similar system, different team. And I don't know how many opportunities he's going to get on the field. You can only have 11 players on offense on the field. So if you're the 4th, 5th, 6th receivers, you got to make the most of your opportunity on special teams. If somebody get injured, you got to be able to step up. But I'm going to be honest with you. If he's not able to crack our 53-man roster this year, I can definitely see him on the practice squad. If he can't crack our practice squad, man, I don't know what to tell him, to be honest with you. I mean, he came from our team from the USFL. So if he can't crack our practice squad and he can't get an opportunity with anybody else within the NFL, why don't you go to the Canadian Football League? The CFL always need quality players. He can probably go there and make a name for himself. The XFL is coming back. The USFL is still ongoing. I don't know how much longer they're going to be ongoing, but they're still ongoing nonetheless. So he always got an opportunity right there with that. But I'm looking forward to see what Isaiah Zuber got. And that's a name that we're going to keep our eyes on throughout training camp. But this is Chris from the Nobody Greater podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.